Hello ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to show you the next step for your Collagraph print. You have two colored squares. One is a cool color like this one and the other one is a warm color. Please make sure you have your name on the back and your grade. And you are going to be mixing paint to paint onto your colored square. For your cool square, you need to mix a color scheme using only cool colors and you will print that on top. So I've started mixing some colors. I'm using my primaries and I mixed some green, which is a cool color, and I have some blue here and I'm going to mix some purple after I take a brush and scoop some out. I'll mix some together there. It's a little bit darker than I want, but that's okay. And add a little bit more of the blue. Make sure you mix enough paint so you have enough to work with. So here's my violet. It's a little bit dark. I can add white if I want to, but I kind of like how dark blue that looks. So I have a dark blue, I have a lighter blue, and then I have a green. So I'll be painting those for my color scheme. When you paint on your template, make sure you paint quickly and keep in mind what color you're using for what area. You'll want to repeat the same colors. Ugh, I really don't like, well, this is kind of dark. That's okay. Test it out. So as I'm painting, I'm going to keep in mind what shapes I'm painting what colors. So you need to use at least 3 different colors and just paint a nice layer over some of your shapes. Let's start with that, and you might want 3 different brushes or you can share with a partner. Paint enough paint on it, but not too much so that it's oozing. I'm going to get my other brush and paint some of the blue. If you paint too much, it's going to ooze out, so be careful about that. And try to keep it on your shapes. There's that. I'm going to get my other brush and paint some of the green. Oh, I really like that green. Make sure you paint all of your shapes. So these are all cool colors. I'm actually going to paint this one green as well. I don't like that dark blue. It looks a little bit dark. And then what you're going to do, make sure you have nice paint on all of your shapes. And then what you're going to do is flip it over carefully. This is so important. Make sure the A goes towards the middle. Line up your paper or your template with the edge of the square. Place it down, don't move it, and just press it gently. If you move it around, it will smudge. Press really gently and then lift off. That is your first print. Now, the next step is to paint everything again and to still paint the same shapes, the same colors. We don't want to mix the colors too much. We want to keep the same colors on the same shapes that we just painted. Having different brushes to work with is helpful, so paint your same shapes again with those colors with just a light layer of paint. You want to work really carefully. I'm trying to go fast so that you guys can get started, but make sure you're very careful with painting your areas. I don't mind that dark, almost blackish gray color. That's not too bad. Not the most beautiful, but it's okay. So here's my next layer. What I need to do now is, again, I have to make sure the A goes towards the middle. So here it was in the middle, but if I put it over here, I have to turn it around so that the A is towards the center. Even though the A is sideways, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to line it up with the edge of the paper. So the A is in the middle. Place it gently and just press gently. Do not slide it around. Make sure you rub it gently and carefully peel it off. Now you can see areas where I don't have enough paint, and you can see areas where I have a little bit of paint oozing out. And that's okay. That's how printmaking works. You can see the texture of the foam, and that's okay. But you can start to see, if I just press this one down, I'm not even going to put paint on. Let's see what it looks like. But again, turn it so that the A is always towards the center. If I press this one down in the corner with the A towards the middle and rub it, you can see that it's repeating all the way around and it's rotating around a center point. Because I have that fourth of a circle in the middle, when I print it 4 times, it makes a whole circle. Because I didn't put any paint on this square, it has a special name. It's called a ghost print. It's just barely, you can barely see it. But remember, when you paint your prints, you want to load up your brush. Remember what you painted, what color, because you want to keep the colors the same for each print, for each shape. So paint those the same colors. I'm going to do one more just to see what the end result will look like. There's my blue. I've got a little bit of green left. And my weird brownish grayish color. All right, so I have the paint on it again, and it'll get messy, that's okay. And flip it, and remember the A has to be towards the middle. I'm gonna line it up, and then press it down. Don't move it once you stick it down. And we'll print it, rub it gently, but don't move it, and peel it off. There we go. So there is your Collagraph print. I think it would be best for us to start with warm colors first. Have fun printing, be neat with your paint application, and once you press it down, it is stuck. And that's okay. Sometimes we make mistakes, and that's the beauty of art. You can see the details in each individual print, but it comes together and makes a whole work of art as well. Have fun.